Hello, I am AstridTheHorrorGirl, and I'm going to be running this game, racing my good friend on the PC.
And I am BigScared. I'm going to be representing consoles, specifically the PlayStation 5. You'll also notice my screen has a very special treat. This is the retro costume as well.
So, Alone in the Dark is a remake of the original 1992 horror game Alone in the Dark, one of the classic survival horror games, one of the games that was instrumental in really creating the genre as we know it, along with things like Resident Evil, Clock Tower, and Silent Hill. This was also one of those games that were there, and like a lot of horror games have recently, it got a remake. So that's what we are doing. We're going to be playing as Emily, and if you take a look at our screens, you'll see that we have very different Emilys. They're
the same.
Yeah, what are you talking about? They're the same picture.
I'm going to be representing Emily as portrayed by the actress Jodie Comer. And BigScared, why don't you tell us about your Emily?
Yeah, this is the Darceto 92 skin, which, as you can see, there is also one for Carnby, but we will not be playing as him. And these are the original skins from the 92 release, obviously. They have been ported in here in their magnificence. Better or worse.
Indeed, but we're just about ready to go. So the moment that we choose our characters here is when the timer is going to start. So are you ready, BigScared?
I am ready. Are you ready?
I am ready. All right. In that case, let the race begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
How exciting!
Good luck.
Are you doing crunches? Because I'm doing crunches right now.
My crunches have in fact begun.
Beautiful.
So the first thing that you get in this game is a flashlight, but I don't think either of us are going to be actually using the flashlight.
I just turned mine on.
It's one of those things where it's like sometimes it's because this game does get pretty dark, so you want to know where you're going and stuff like that. But what mostly comes with that, with the flashlight, is your first key that you need as well. So what a lot of this game is going to be is us grabbing keys, picking up keys. This is no major glitches, and for a while, that is what you're going to see is no real glitches, just a lot of lunges, because the dodge animation is actually faster than the animation of running forward. So that is mostly what you are going to see from Emily for most of the game. However, there are glitches that we will be taking advantage of nevertheless. Just none that take us like out of bounds like the full any percent category does.
And there may be some super special glitches that we will experience without our consent, because this is a completely stable and not at all interesting experience of a speedrun.
Yeah, it is an experience for sure to be had. One of the things that we're going to try not to do is get caught on corners, because that happens. Sometimes Emily likes to stand on certain objects, and
she will not be moved.
No.
She's doing Coyote Ugly on a barrel by herself in the corner of the room, and you're like, please, I just want to go fast.
Pretty much. It is one of those things where you're like, Emily, please, I need you to go quickly. And Emily's like, but I'm standing on this shovel. I'm sorry. that's what I'm doing now, and I will be doing for the next 20 seconds. So we're going to be trying to not have that happen to us.
Now, Emily is not alone. In addition to Detective Carnby, you might notice a interesting cast of characters. Some of them NPCs, some of them hostiles. Depending on which screen you're watching, you might get a variety of interesting little friend-shaped beings. Our job is to simply avoid them for the most part, but there will be a couple points where we will be forced into combat throughout the run.
You may also notice that we're going to grab an axe. That axe is a melee weapon that we can use in the game, obviously, but it's also the reason this is no major glitches, because there are glitches you can indeed do with the axe. They are one of the reasons that I love running this game, because the glitches that you can do with the axe are so much fun. There's moments where Emily just has to stand still for whatever reason, but if you have the axe, Emily's like, oh wait, I can't be standing still. I have to be swinging my axe. So she does that instead.
There's also points where Emily would be forced to walk much slower than she does otherwise, and for some reason swinging the axe is faster than walking.
Indeed. She takes like big ol' steps forward as she swings the axe around.
And you might notice at certain points in the run, we may or may not swap away from the axe. I'll discuss when we get there, but I generally prefer the sledgehammer. Even though it's slower, she gets so much length in her strides while she's using it.
I was so scared that Emily was going to stand on the desk where the number 6 key is. I was so concerned. She floated for a second, and I was like, no, not already. not this
like
early.
This. It's okay. I was worried I was going to get stuck inside the shop after I picked up Batiste's keys.
This is going to be the first instance of using the axe to kind of go faster on my screen. I'm swinging this axe, walking around in this black mud right here. It's actually faster than trying to like wade through the mud, so that's why I'm swinging this axe like this.
Yeah, and you might notice the room is full of bats. Right now they're not going to be a problem, but later on, keep an eye out for those little buddies because they're going to come back with a vengeance.
If you suddenly wonder why suddenly me and BigScared are like, wow, why are you swinging that axe? It's probably because it's faster to do it there. Or we had to swing real quick to get out of a moment of the game that would normally be like, no, this is a part where Emily has to stand there and do nothing because of slot framing devices.
You can animation cancel with the axe too. So in the event that you do need to heal, because sometimes there's combat in this game, you can take advantage of that to save a few frames and get her running faster.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Sure do.
Yeah.
Awesome. I have $5 from Satan herself, who says, Astrid and BigScared. You're two of the best people I know on the internet, and Astrid has been incredibly lovely from the moment I met her. Her community is a uniquely welcoming and fun place to be in. Donating for seeing Peebs rock Alan Wake 2. Shout out to my fellow dance crew. And by the way, we are less than 3,000 away from that Alan Wake run. So y'all, we got to see it. We got to see it. We're so close.
Yeah, we got to get it. So excited for Alan Wake 2 again.
I am particularly excited to see Sweet Peebs potentially running Alan Wake 2 because her enthusiasm for that game is unmatched.
It's very true. As to borrow the words of Sweet Peebs, she's very normal about that game.
Yeah, it's true. She is. But aren't we all, though?
I was going to say the exact same thing. Aren't we all? We're doing normal things, raising money and crushing incentives to see it happen. So truly, all of us are very normal.
So Astrid mentioned earlier that we're running around collecting a bunch of keys and miscellaneous items. The thing that I like to comment on in this game is that it is often puzzles that reward you with puzzles. So this portion of the game, we are completing sequences of puzzles where we already know the solutions to skip other puzzles. So that way we can access a puzzle to solve another puzzle. Are you keeping up? Good.
I'll find a way to catch up eventually.
Yeah, this game has lots and lots of puzzles. It's a survival horror game. There's just lots of puzzles, but yeah, a lot of times you find the puzzle casually in this game and you're like, why can't I do this puzzle? And it's because you haven't found the puzzle pieces to do the puzzle yet. And then when you get those, then you can do the puzzle. And once you've done that puzzle, you unlock it and find more puzzle waiting for you.
And none of these pieces directly seam into each other. You genuinely have to go find the clues you need for each sequence of puzzles. And so unless you know what the solutions are, they are fixed. You can remember them or write them down. You're going to have to go hunting for them every time, either in lore or in location to go find the thing, to get the image you need, to reference, to know which thing to look up in the lore. These are not simple puzzles. They are complex puzzles, and I'm pretty sure both of us are crushing them.
We're too powerful, of course.
It is the sheer faith of it all.
Faith mentioned?
Faith mentioned.
Oh, no. I had way too much faith in a door opening when I went into it than I should have.
Same. It is something we should probably mention. Emily demonstrates the laws of physics in improbable ways. She likes having momentum at all costs, and so you'll notice that as we run up to doors, if we dodge too close to the door, she'll just sort of run into it and bounce off. She will take turns at no angle whatsoever. And she will also do this very fun thing where if you don't approach the door at just the right speed and angle, she doesn't just run through it. You have to actually stop and use the door handle. She also just really wants to fight.
You're there too. Okay.
It's all right. I'm through the fence.
Yeah. I also just got through the fence. Emily, for me, decided that she was going to beat it with her gun instead of the axe that she actually has.
Oh, I love her improvisation.
Yeah. I wish that she was using something that could actually break the fence, though.
I mentioned earlier that different melee weapons have different qualities. The hand axe is the most effective weapon against wood. But there are other weapons. There's like planks of wood with nails in them, which do slightly more damage to enemies. There's the sledgehammer, which is more of like a power attack. It's slow, but it's substantial. I think there's also like a cleaver or something. There's a bladed weapon that isn't an axe. But that one is not particularly useful. We're just going to sort of grab whichever is closest as we need it. They do have durability. And so if you're not the type of gamer that wants to swap out your weapon, you could, in theory, make this one hand axe stretch your entire run.
Thankfully, the hammer that we're both going to grab later, it is on the way. So you hardly have to think about it.
There's 2 different hammers, I think, along the way. So if you miss the first one, there's another one that you can grab pretty quickly right after.
Hey, speaking of hammers, we are hammering down this milestone incentive right now. Like a $500 donation from Dubanka that says, this is a normal donation. Thank you so much for getting us closer to Alan Wake 2. We are now less than 2,000 away from unlocking that bonus game. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. I feel really normal about that donation.
Indeed.
You have time for a couple more?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I have them for you. All right. I have $20 from Schmumbler that says, cannot wait to see two of my favorite people duke it out through the halls of Darsetto. Much love, and may the black goat of the woods have mercy on your runs.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
give you a
Schmumbler.
hint. I agree with Schmumbler. You are both some of my favorite folks. I appreciate you both very, very much. And so does Anonymous with a $25 donation saying, I don't know what the black goat ending is, but I need it. So here's a donation. We also have $7.27 from Ezekiel that says, what does a vegetarian zombie prefer? Grains. My train ticket goes towards the Goat Mom ending, which we are going to see. So thank you so much.
I'm so excited.
We get Goat Mom time.
Excellent. Where are you at, BigScared?
Come on, Grace.
I just got there. Okay.
This must be the great Cassandra Boat.
The
peculiar padlock.
The last chapter was unkind to Astrid.
She wanted to fight at the fence a little bit,
Another piece of broken.
and then I got mudded down a little bit, so I was also not treated the best.
Yeah, it
But
sounds
let's be
like
real.
Yeah.
The real RNG is in chapter 4.
it's true. It's true.
At this point, we're just desperately trying to get to the Barlow land.
I have some more love coming in for both of you if you have a second.
We do.
Cool. I have $25 from Joker saying, Astrid, Big, I'm so blessed to know you and be able to call you friends. I'm so proud of both of you, and I'm happy to see you at Frame Fatales together. Good luck on the race. And this is a tight race, y'all. And $25 from Sassam that says, wouldst thou like to live deliciously? That is definitely a black goat reference if I've ever seen one. So
It
thank you so
is.
much.
Quick shout out to Sassam, one of the board moderators.
Yes. Sassam is
I have made
incredible.
a terrible error, Astrid.
I did too. No, I did too.
Okay, good.
Oh,
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, that might be the race. If you made the terrible error, we're still in it, baby. It's still a competition.
I love the hive mind of us making comparable love-induced errors.
Yes.
But the great thing about that is that just means there's more fatales for us to enjoy.
yeah. And you're keeping this race spicy. You are like syncing up without knowing it, which is magical. Thank you for a magical night.
You know what else is magical?
Yeah.
You, Jay.
Yes.
No, no, you. Uno reverse card.
Actual true take. It turns out, iconic host. You know,
Thank you.
Iconic person.
You are the icons that truly just, I'm very, very lucky to be here with y'all doing this. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I love this game and both of you, so. But you knew that.
It's true.
By the way, y'all, we are at 25,339 out of the 27,000 needed for that Alan Wake run. You are absolutely crushing through this. This game may be called Alone in the Dark, but I am not feeling alone in meeting this incentive. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Another one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Talisman. It's also broken and missing.
Y'all got this. I know you do.
Thank you. This is my favorite puzzle in the game.
Okay. You are also at puzzle. Very good.
I hope you could hear the sarcasm in my voice when I said favorite, though.
The puzzle is very stressful. There was actually an article written about it at one point about how this puzzle is frustrating speedrunners, literally.
We made the news, baby.
Gaming.
It worked. I'm in another one of Jeremy's
We do love
rooms.
gaming around here. There might be some gamers in these parts. By the way, there might be some #1 fans of gaming because the Night Springs bid war for Alan Wake 2 now has #1 fan well in the lead at 595 towards that incentive.
Go.
In second place is Timebreaker at 320. So some drama's happening. That one's heating up. Y'all are, you're normal about that Night Springs bid war. Thank you. Normal harder.
I am truthfully very stoked that #1 fan is winning. That is my personal favorite of the episodes.
Nice.
So, that's where I'm going to stoke this bid war. Astrid, what's your favorite of the
Nice.
episodes?
I mean, I also love #1 fan, but I'm also a big fan of director Faden.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah. It's a good one.
I forget what that one's called, but the one that's not #1 fan or Timebreaker, the other one.
Oh, North Star. North
Yes.
Stars, I believe what that is. Thank you for narrowing it down for me because I wasn't sure. But
Listen.
I see the options.
Suddenly, I had like this boost of speed, and speedrunner brain turned on, and my brain informed me that it would be reserving no more information for other things.
You just did the SpongeBob fine dining and breathing moment.
Yes,
Live on
literally.
stream.
That was what that panicked sound was suddenly.
Well, you have some emotional support. I do want to say that we have $10 from 3Pup who says, donating for the most wonderful Astrid the Horror Girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Sweet Pup. You're such a talented speedrunner.
Now, depending whose screen you're watching, you might notice a bit of fire. Emily just does not care about fire. We just run through it every time. It will hurt her, but it does not stop her. She's determined.
Exactly.
Powerful.
Yeah, she doesn't actually care about the fire. It may seem like it because of the way that the fire looks, and the fact that it does go out later. You might think, oh, I've got to fight all these monsters to get through the fire. Nah, you can just go in. It's fine.
Yeah, you can just go in and continue doing your crunches. Never skip ab day is the moral of this story.
We were crunching. We were, in fact, crunching. That's what we said.
Ooh, body blocked a little bit. That's fun.
Yeah, sometimes, because this game has a few random elements to it. One of the big ones is ammunition and health items are randomized every run. You never know where they're going to be, or if something is there, you never know what ammo it will be for, or maybe it won't be ammo at all. Maybe it'll be something else.
Maybe it'll be a melee object you don't need.
Yeah, very true. However, the enemies also have like a mind of their own. They're not like their enemies will always spawn there, but where they go from the direction that they spawn is anyone's guess.
Yeah, their aggressiveness and their pathing vary so wildly between runs that it's so inconsistent and unpredictable that you just gotta pick which line you want to walk in and hope they're not in the way.
Jeremy's room. All back to normal. It's a telescope lens. Well, why would he lock it in here?
I don't know if the door from the Barlow lens will actually be chill ever and not close.
It never is.
Yeah. I feel like I used to get that back in the first patch.
Yeah. I feel like there is a trick to it where if you open it from the inside before you open the trunk, it'll do its thing. But that's time loss.
That's true.
And so you're trading time loss for time save, and I
It's
don't know if
true.
it's worth.
Yeah.
That would be the gamble, in fact. That is the speedrunner gamble, as we call it. By the way, if we do have time for a couple more donations.
Absolutely.
You do.
All right. I have $10 from Puff the Magic VJ that says, good luck, Astrid and Big Scared. So glad we get to see the Black Goat ending. Let's go, Fatales. And Holly sending in $50 saying, I went around to all the Black Goat's children asking them to chip in a nickel so that they could see their mother as the final boss.
Incredible.
The kids are supporting us, the children of the Black Goat. Thank you so much for that. By the way, we are at $25,389 towards that $27,000 incentive. Y'all, you got this. I know you do. Let's make it happen. Let's save this game from the dark place and get it back and get it on the schedule. I know you can do this.
Heck yeah. We got this.
Here we go.
All right. I just got to Tarawea.
And passing through the door right now.
Tarawea is a place that exists only in a book that Jeremy has read. Let me tell you a little bit about the story of this game. We are here to save our uncle. He has been staying at this sanitarium, and Emily has been keeping in contact with him because she loves her uncle. Suddenly, he stopped writing, and her, knowing how sanitariums could be in the 1920s, decided to take a private investigator with her to go and make sure that Jeremy's okay. Thus ensues this game. Jeremy has made a deal with a character who me and Big Scared will refer to as the Fart Man. Mm-hmm. And you are about to see the Fart Man. Here he comes.
I'm gonna rotate my camera so that way you can watch him spawn in. Watch over my shoulder. There he is.
Now, the reason that we call him the Fart Man is that around him, he creates this black mist. And if you step into the black mist, you just start losing health directly from the top maximum health that you can have. And the closer you are to him, the more you lose. If you bump into him, it's over.
Yeah, it's an insta-kill if you make contact with the Fart Man, which is an important lesson on consent. But you don't want to get in his cloud too deep.
It's true. There used to be a strategy where you could actually run past the final ladder, past the Dark Man, and lose 90% of your health to actually accomplish that. That's, on the current patch, kind of a pipe dream at this point. So, just gotta wait for the Fart Man to do his business, leave the room, and let us go in a little bit after so that we don't immediately die upon just walking in that room.
Now, depending on how quickly you duck into the room as he passes through, you can still get down to like 5 health.
Yeah.
Which I just did. Because, you know, he's silent, but he's deadly. And you don't want to mess with him.
What I do want to mess with is this donation that is absolutely sending me, and I know you will both like it. We have a request and a donation for $6.65 from Hockey Babbler saying, neighbor of the beast type train to unlock Alan Wake 2. Let's make it happen, gamers. All aboard.
Let's go.
Neighbor of the beast is killing me. Please, I love this. Please make it happen. 665 hype train. Let's go. We're at 25,470 towards that milestone, so just a little bit over. Oh, whoa! Hang on. While I am talking, we are now at 26,135, less than 1,000 to go.
Let's go!
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, everybody. We're so close.
That's extremely exciting. Let's get Alan Wake 2, y'all.
I love this.
Please keep donating to make number change while I am mid-sentence so I start hooting and hollering about it. I do love to hoot and holler.
Now, you might be wondering where we are. In our discovery of what has happened to our Uncle Jeremy, we're trying to understand his relationship with the Darkman a little bit better. And so we have been teleported by a wonderful woman who we will never meet because she only exists in cutscenes, to a place called Prex Shipping Company. And we are intending to find a specific piece of information around the circumstances by which Jeremy made the deal with the Darkman. This will, of course, put us in our survival horror sewer segment.
Yes.
Because everyone's got to have one. And it will also put us into a forced combat sequence. Because there will be one enemy that, no matter which way they're running or how fast they're going, will always be in the way.
Yeah, I've seen BigScared do a really good job of using the hammer against that dude. I just shoot him. Because he sometimes is in such a mean way that I can't even get my startup frames to hit him first, and then he pushes me into a corner, and I'm like, you know what? Gun.
Yeah, the trick of getting him with the hammer is you got to come around the corner swinging. You can't wait until you see him. But even then, because melee is the way it is in this game,
Yeah, truly.
It's going to be a gamble on how many hits it takes. It's either 2 or 4.
When we get up in there, we're going to get a machine gun, which we will use later. Y'all probably noticed that we're not really fighting anything. That one dude was very much an exception. The machine gun we will be using later against one of the enemies, and also the black goat, perhaps. So if we get that ending to unlock the true final boss. But that's the thing about these enemies. You can mostly go right on past them, and it usually works. But also there was a shotgun earlier that we don't pick up because it's actually slower to pick up the shotgun because it spawns more enemies to pick up shotgun. So
yeah,
in lieu of that, we can just go, we actually don't need that since we're not fighting enemies anyways. We can just go on right past the shotgun and not grab it. So we didn't do that.
And it's important to note that we're running this on a new game. This is no major glitches on the new game. There is a New Game Plus mode in the game that was introduced on the most recent patch. As someone who has run that category, I can say it is significantly harder than the base game because it expects you to deal with the fact that you have your entire inventory from the start. And so you have the shotgun, you have the rifle, which means all of these enemies that you wouldn't normally encounter on the run are there. And you get all these fun little Easter eggs that throw you every single time. New Game Plus is a great experience casually, but if you're looking for optimal speed, this is the category.
Can I jump in with a couple quick donations?
Absolutely.
All right, I have $665 from Suave Peanut saying, Hype Train of the Beast.
Incredible.
Thank you so much for that. We also have $6.65 from Anonymous saying, for the neighbor of the beast, they're very demure, very mindful. We are demurely and mindfully approaching this incentive, 26,240 out of the 27,000 needed. So what is that? Let me do some math in my head. That's less than 800. Did I get that right? Less than 800. We also have $6.65 from Holly saying, I'm rocking my Old Gods of Asgard shirt in the control room and I'm excited for Alan Wake. And $6.65 from Phil saying, Beast adjacent.
So we are in an Egyptian pyramid now. The reason that this has happened is because turns out the fart man he is this basically ancient deity that used to lord over Egypt at one point. And that's what he does now is he basically does magic shows for children. And
True. It's true.
That's pretty much what he does. And Jeremy, that was his first encounter with the Fart Man, was at a magic show where the Fart Man was like, I'll show you some cool magic, kids. Bam. You and your bloodline are cursed for all eternity. And, you know, some people just
Jeremy
aren't
didn't like
expecting
that
that in their magic shows. Yeah. One of the things that you can do in this little section is there is a wall that you can actually just smash the wooden beams on the other side of this door and just lower it early. And when you do that, you skip this whole section, you skip a whole bunch of enemies spawning. It saves so much time. Emily, please, we do not need to hit the bats, I swear.
But are you sure you don't need to hit the bat?
I'm sure I don't need to hit the bats.
But what if more bat? Hear me out, though. What if bats?
What if bats?
That's going to be a struggle that both me and BigScared deal with, is that Emily loves locking on to things. And the thing is that we use our melee swing most often for speed tech. And sometimes you see Emily doesn't want to use it for speed tech, wants to use it to fight enemy that's right next to us. So we end up doing that instead of going faster. And
Emily said, what if we played the game? And we said no.
yeah. Okay. Oh goodness, Emily, I need you to not stand on things like that.
Is she asserting her dominance in a T-pose?
Just a regular pose, but just on something, you know? Just has to be standing on something.
The fun thing about this segment with the various beams that we have to redirect in the bats is that because enemy AI is so unpredictable, the bats in this segment are super unpredictable. They will either fly in front of the beam and deal with themselves. They'll show up in groups and try to grab on you. They have a mind of their own, and sometimes it feels like there's more of them than normal, but it's a consistent number of bats. Their behavior is so erratic, though.
I do have some more donations if we have a moment.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, you're batting some bats away. All right, we have $6.65 from Pie Tin Cat, who says, show me the sweetest of the peebs. I'll show you the suavest of peanuts. That is an Alan Wake reference, too, by the way. And $6.65 from Berto Unwargo, a warg. The neighbor of the beast is a plush Baphomet that wants to be evil, but is just too cute to be. So absolutely, keep that 665 terrain coming. We're at 26,247 out of the 27,000 needed. And we also have $10 from Remy, the 7-year-old, who says, I've never seen this game, but I wish I could see the goat. Well, you will see the goat, because we do have the black goat ending coming up for this game. We have made it happen. Let's go.
Let's go.
I can't wait for us to go see the mother of 1,000 young.
Yeah, same.
She's a special lady.
She is. Remember to write her a card on Mother's Day.
Yeah, never
she
forget.
Is the mom. She's the mom.
Yeah, it's true.
She is mother.
She's so demure, so thoughtful.
Very cutesy. Very mindful.
All right, so chapter 4 is a unique chapter because it is different, drastically different, depending on whether you are playing as Emily or Carnby, because it goes into their personal backstories. because basically we make an arrangement with the Fart Man to free Jeremy from the deal that he made with the Fart Man. If we would just confront the worst thing that we did in our past. So that is what the Fart Man is going to lead us to. And since Carnby and Emily have, they're different people with different pasts, this level, Chapter 4, is entirely different than it is for each other. Like, it doesn't look the same. Like, normally, for the most part, like, otherwise, the runs are almost identical. Not entirely, but almost.
Yeah, there's a couple puzzles that have different solutions and pickup locations, but for the most part, it's like 80% the same run.
And you two are very, very close to each other. By the way, we do have more love coming in.
Love to hear
Let's go.
it.
Yeah. We have $6.66. So not the Beast's neighbor, but the Beast from Happy by 3 saying, is that the BigScared on my TV screen? Big, you are such a gift to the speedrunning community. Thank you so much for creating Binary Breakers and putting together a space that means so much to so many. We're all lucky to know you. And Astrid's commentary for Alan Wake 2 at SGDQ was incredible. I demand more Alan Wake. Y'all, we are getting close to that 26,254. And by the way, on that Night Springs bid war, Timebreaker is now in the lead at $1,013.
Wow.
So this is heating up. This is getting spicy. This seems like something that the Black Goat mother would like. I just feel like she would like spicy food.
How long have I been here?
I don't know.
It's possible.
It's possible.
So in this section, we're actually able to get to this area long before we are supposed to, because in all
Find you, John.
actual, like, the way that the game is supposed to work, Fart Man appears down the hallway, and you're like, oh no, the Fart Man, there he is. But you can just swing your hammer and go all the way down past him and not have to do all the other silly stuff, which involves breaking into the director's safe, getting into the director's office, getting into the director's drawer, and doing all this other stuff. Instead, we can just go straight to Emily's memory. And this one is actually pretty unique because where Emily's memory takes us is where we need to be directly after finishing it. So we can skip that whole director's office thing in the first place. Carnby's, you still have to do both, even if you manage to get to Carnby's memory first. So Emily is actually just faster than Carnby on no major glitches.
And it's a substantial amount of difference between the time saved. It's like several minutes of running around as Carnby that you have to do extra.
Oh, I don't like that. Puppy, please.
Yeah, I'm not excited about puppy time.
Up time.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
puppies that...
Don't you like these cool dogs?
I love some cool dogs. These are great cool dogs. Oh, he's barking.
That's what dogs do.
He's
They bark.
yapping. He's yapping.
All right. All right. All my practices have not gone well here. I'm hoping for some goodness, though. Oh, I did get some goodness. Excellent. Oh, that makes me happy.
All right, let's see if I'm that lucky.
I believe in you.
I am very lucky.
Ooh.
Didn't even jump at me.
Nice. Final dog.
We mentioned earlier that enemy behavior is really erratic and sometimes unpredictable. These cool dogs are the perfect example of this, because while you can manipulate their behavior, based off of your pathing and how fast you move and whether or not you break things quick enough. They will still make a hard and fast decision about whether or not they're going to just jump on you and end your run.
Yeah, you lose about 45 seconds at the least if you get killed by one of them for having to go to the checkpoint and everything. And who's to say they won't do it to you again, because they suck.
Yeah, the cycles in this game are really interesting in that once you get grabbed by them, you're much more likely to get grabbed again because your momentum will not be the same going into the encounter. And of course, this final puppy, we have to pet the dog. So, dog enjoyers, I hope you're excited about petting this dog.
Yeah, let's pet that dog, y'all. Actually, if you could send in some donations about some cool dog facts, cool dogs of all kinds. You can tell me what things that are not dogs that you think are cool dogs. I would love that. Especially because we are less than 750 away from that incentive. And remember, this is the run to do it in. And you're watching these two. They are zooming. They are schmoovin'. We do have that $6. We do have a $6.65 donation from Anonymous. No comments. So that $6.65 train, that is still going on for the neighbor of the beast. So beastly neighbors, cool dogs. Lay it on me. I want to hear it.
Whew. Don't mind me. I'm just focusing on this puzzle.
No, you're good because I'm over here dodging Run Killer Locker. This particular box in the middle of the room has killed so many runs. It's a special kind of torment to be stuck on that while you're trying to do the puzzle.
Yeah.
What's that?
Actually everything down here. Everything in this little area, it's just unfortunately just high enough off the ground that Emily can stand on it. And if Emily stands on anything, it's like, that's it, run's dead. Because this is a great video game. And sometimes your run just dies to accidentally standing on something. Incredible, I know.
Now, I want to point out that the item we get while in that room with the puzzle is a key titled The Truth. Astrid mentioned earlier that Emily must confront the thing that she considers the worst thing of her life. It is related to the death of her husband, John. She told everyone he died in the war, but really he was sick. And so we are here uncovering the truth of what happened to him and also to ourselves. And by extension, we will also discover the truth of Jeremy.
All right. I think I'm good. I'm not quite out of the woods of walking on things down here. Because I still have a puzzle that I swear had better not glitch on me.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten that on the X-ray puzzle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. This X-ray puzzle is very fun.
Yeah, sometimes the X-ray puzzle, it just...
I got the glitch, baby!
No!
It's all right. I freed myself from it, and we're on our way.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Hey.
gosh.
Glitch means more marathon.
Yeah. The prize you get for solving the X-ray puzzle, though, is literally Jeremy's brainworms, so I feel like it's fitting.
Love that for me.
Yes.
By the way, we do still have that $6.65 donation train rolling. We have $6.65 from Ramen Lee that says pet the pupper. So we did in fact pet a cool dog. Thank you for that. $26.65 from Zrowny that says chilling at home watching two of my favorite gamers absolutely killing it as much as Emily is letting them, and raising money for a great cause. I think I've found it. And $6.
You found it.
And $6.65 from Puff the Magic BJ with no comment. So absolutely thank y'all keeping this coming. We are now less than $700 away from that $27,000 for Alan Wake, and we're moving through this run, y'all. So we are running out of time, and again, less than 700 away. I know you can do this. Let's keep it coming. I want to hear about those cool dogs. I want to hear about anything you want to tell me about, like Beast Adjacent. You know, that's 665, the neighbor of the beast. Are they like the number neighbor of the beast? Do they text? What do you think the goat mom? Actually, I would love this. Please tell me what you think the goat mom and the devil talk about when they text each other. Is that unhinged enough? Please. I want to hear what you think this conversation is about.
Can you hear me?
All right,
Stuck in the mud and the bayou was taking me.
Hang on.
Hey, you just got it too.
I'll get the
Excellent.
phone. I'll get you out of here.
I almost got sucked into the worst glitch of the game.
Yep. I was worried about it.
So, we've mentioned that the any% route has some very substantial glitches going on. Remarkably, they are mostly out of bounds tech. That one glitch that we are trying to avoid when dropping down into the dialogue about the bayou taking Jeremy would be a skip where we would be thrust out of bounds and into the abyss with no way back onto the ship.
Yep.
It is pain and suffering every time, and I'm grateful we both avoided it.
Mm-hmm. No, Emily. Be chill.
I can't break.
She's got no chill.
It's true. That is not the Emily way, having chill.
Do I have a brief moment for one donation that I knew I had to wait for the right time. It is $25 from Soulmass218 saying, I'm stuck in the donation and the incentive is taking me.
Perfect.
And by the way, we are now less than 600 to that incentive, y'all. Please make it happen. I believe in you. We are not, in fact, stuck in the bayou is not going to take us. The darkness is not going to take Alan Wake. I know it. I know you can make it happen.
I think it just needs fuel to run.
Oh, just gotta refuel the ship.
Yeah, and I really hope that chat will show us the Champion of Light tonight.
I hope so too.
I've been alone in the dark for far too long, and I know that we're holding hands in here, but I feel it. I need it.
Mm-hmm. What if they show you the Herald of Darkness instead?
You know, I would accept that.
I wouldn't feel like I'm
Herald of Darkness.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel like I'm lost in the never-ending night anymore.
True.
You know what is not lost in the never-ending night? We are less than 500 away from that. So we've now hit $26,500. We need that 27. So let's count down on this one. So we've got a 5. Can I yell out a 4? Can I yell out a 4 soon? Come on. I'm gonna turn into like an auctioneer really quick on this one. I promise you that.
All right, Boat, do not rubber band me.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, please.
Oh, okay.
I'm stuck on the boat and the rubber is banding me.
I guess it's cool that you don't spawn ammunition there. That's fine. I don't need that, technically. It's not like a big old fight's coming up that I'm gonna need ammo for or anything.
Yeah,
like
no
that.
big deal. It's fine.
Foreshadowing. By the way, speaking of foreshadowing, there might be something coming up in a little bit. But you got to make this happen. By the way, we do have some dog facts rolling in.
Yes.
And I do want to give some of those. You want some dog facts? Will that comfort you in this trying time?
Please.
$25 from Alley Cat saying, I don't have any interesting dog facts, but my dachshund Jaeger is pretty interesting. And he says, hi. And $25 from CoolDogFacts.com. That says, cool dog fact. Dogs love when you pat on their belly like drums.
True. I heard that somewhere.
And $6.65 from Eliza saying, my dog Domino is learning from the beast. So I think he might be the neighbor of the beast. He's currently laying with his paws on either side of my chair wheel. So if I move, he will get grumpy. Oh my gosh, you are stuck in the chair and the dog paws are taking you.
I am so floored by that. Thank you.
You can always count on me for those.
So did we get Black Goat ending?
We did.
We did. Excellent.
We did.
Okay. I wanted to make sure because this is Emily, please. We are
Emily,
kind of
please.
at like the cutoff point for that
Emily,
otherwise,
please.
but we did it. Y'all knocked it out of the water, so I'm happy about it.
This has something to do with the numbers for the talisman.
Remember, you knocked it out of the water, but we're not out of the woods yet. We do
It's true.
still have a little over 400 to go until Alan Wake, and we are closing in on the end of this run. Y'all, it is going to be here before you know it.
Yeah. Mild spoilers for the end of this run. Normally, the Grace ending would reach its conclusion after this fight that will be happening very shortly. But because y'all unlock the Black Goat, we get to go see her instead for our final boss, which means you
Yes.
get double the action at the end of this game.
It's true.
He will come for you too.
All right, so one final talisman puzzle. It's what we get to do here before getting into the coldest part of the game. And yep, and then I'm just gonna let the audio of
You
the
heard the
game
telephone
play
ring,
through for when we talk to Detective
one.
Carnby here.
that's
As
what I figured.
because Detective Carnby hasn't been able to see all the monsters and stuff going on around us, but Emily can, so I'll just let this play here.
Hey,
She sees a portal in
Mr.
this closet.
Carnby?
What?
Nothing, right?
It's a closet.
It's a closet.
That's right,
Yeah.
Detective. I'll see you later. I have to finish this.
You're going inside the closet.
Brutal.
I know what it looks
You're
like, but I can't
going
explain it,
inside
much
the
less
closet.
justify it.
You know,
All right.
the
what you
feminine
have to
urge
do,
to
miss.
just hang out
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Detective.
in the wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Astrid mentioned we are entering the coldest part of the game. It is worth mentioning that the intended mechanic of this is to pick up a sequence of flare guns from these various warming sites, I'm going to call them. They're not quite camps. And we're supposed to use the flares to illuminate the path. But because the path is fixed and we know where it is, we can just sort of continue our never-ending crunches into the void and through the storm because we know the way.
Yes. And there's going to be, now this I think is probably practical. You can probably do this at home for any hikers out there. At some point going up this giant ladder, or not ladder, stairway over
Yeah.
here, Emily gets tired and starts trudging up the hill. If that happens to you when you're on a hike, I would
Just swing a
encourage you, bring a sledgehammer and just start swinging it wildly while you're hiking up the hill. You'll go faster. And maybe the burn won't be so bad.
The momentum will carry you through.
Yes.
Because if I know anything about physics, it's that an object that is losing momentum will be able to put momentum onto something else to keep that momentum.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. If anyone wants to refute that, you'll need to educate us via donation. But by the way, we do have, you know how I asked about those texts? We have $6.66 from Satan herself saying, neighbor of the beast here. We mostly just send each other memes, but we do have an Ellen's Writing Book Club. Hope that helped. And we also have $100 from Reverend Gumby saying, let's wake up Alan and keep this marathon going. We almost have Alan awake. We almost do. But we have about 400, just a tiny bit over 400 remaining to unlock that. And we are closing in on the end of this game. So 26,595. I am waiting to say that just under 4. So we're getting real close, y'all. And if you want to hear about some of the things that we have, you know what? I love that y'all do this to me. I did ask to be cut off mid-sentence by an update. We are now less than 200 away from $27,000.
Let's go.
I love to hoot and holler and get cut off in sentence with new information. It's literally actually my favorite thing. Please do that again. Do that as much as you want. Thank you so much, y'all. We're so close.
Normally, when you do the Grace ending, this dude right here, Tentacle Friend, is the last boss fight that you have in the game. So normally that's the case, but we're gonna have a whole mother of 1,000 young after, which is awesome.
But this fight is actually really interesting. This is Jacob von Osterdein. This is the guy who wrote the books that inspired Jeremy to go to Tarawea. And there he goes.
All right, chapter 5.
Now, normally, if you were doing the Grace ending, you would simply walk over to Grace and give her a little prezi. But we're not going to do that. Chat has denied her a prezi because we're bringing Chat a prezi instead.
Everyone knows
Indeed. It is time to confront the Black Goat of the Woods.
I have to stop that thing. It's gonna kill everything in its way.
Astrid, I want to say good luck with this fight.
Thank you.
We're both going to need it.
While we are
Yeah.
getting set up for this fight, I do want to say we have a $250 donation from Allsair that says, "Love to all the fatals. Let's get this run." Yes,
Heck
please.
yeah.
Let's get this run. You're so close. We are at the Black Goat. You know how close that means. We're really close to the end of this run. Let's go. Let's race them to the end. Chat, I know you can do it.
Here she comes.
Let's make Goat Mom happy. Sign your Mother's Day card. Yeah, that's a goat.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Now, in true survival horror fashion, this is effectively an eyeball boss. You have to find the weak point and shoot it. There are
right.
phases to this fight. The first one is up here on the rafters. The second one will be on the lower level, and then she will spawn some of her titular young. And then we get to fight her on the lower level with even more young. Isn't that fun?
You know what I think is fun, actually? We have met
Yeah.
the incentive. We are getting the Alan Wake 2 bonus game, baby!
Let's go!
Heck yeah! Let's go!
You did it for Mom!
We did it for Mom.
Thanks so much, y'all. Oh my gosh.
All right, be kind to me with your many young.
She's not gonna.
Oh, I can hope.
All right, I've got a grabby one.
I love when she spawns them all on top of each other and you can't shoot them because they're underneath a body of corpses, you know? Mm-hmm. That's the best.
All right, time will be happening when we defeat this monster. You might be asking yourself, how will we know? When we drop down, she did this earth-shaking thing. She will do that 2 more times. Time is when she does it the second time.
Excuse me? Ma'am?
Hello? Why did you trap me in front of your face like that? All right, I got the first one.
Yep, just got the first one also. This is so fucking close.
So close.
This is amazing. You two have been neck and neck.
You're amazing.
Oh, she just yeeted a baby at my feet. Glitch. This is gonna be interesting. She's giving mother up there. Bro, what are you doing up there? You just hanging out?
This is not demure, not mindful.
No, it's not very mindful. I need you to come down here so I can deal with your eyeballs. We do get a very clear look at all her kids, though. So I guess this is motherly behavior. She's like, look at my hard work. Bro, get down here. All right. We are coming up.
Time.
Oh, congratulations.
Nice.
I'm getting stun locked by her children.
No.
You're getting huggies. You're
I'm getting
huggies
from the kid, from my siblings. It's okay. Because we get to celebrate the resounding glory of Astrid the Horror Girl. I'm getting so bullied right now.
Rude.
And that's time for me.
Sweetie. Nice.
Nice.
I literally had to pop one more, but they weren't letting me reload.
My gosh, that was a close race, y'all. Oh my gosh.
That was delightful.
You did it.
Now, Jay, I trust that you speak for everyone here today.
Yeah.
What was it like to meet the Black
You all
Goat?
right?
For me, it was life-changing, thriving. She is mother. She is the moment. And truly, I feel like my eyes, my 7,000 eyes, have been blown wide open with her beauty.
Maybe there was some truth.
Truly, I think this was life-changing and worth every single moment. Thank you so much, everybody, for raising $3,000 to make that ending happen.
Everything is out of order.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And also thank you for unlocking Alan Wake 2 so that there is more marathon.
Yes, I cannot wait to see Sweet Peebs running this game. I'm so excited for y'all to experience this alongside us.
Hey, kid. You doing all right?
That was a good race, and I feel like it literally just came down to the Black Goat fight.
Yeah,
good job, BigScared.
It really did. Before we get out of here, I want to let chat know that this experience has been an honor because Astrid is the person who is singularly responsible for me running this game. She put the idea in my head, and so I had to repay her kindness by putting this idea in her head. And so thank you so much for being my competitor, my compatriot, and my companion on this journey. I value you so much.
I value you so much. You're an incredible friend, and it's been really, really wonderful to speedrun a game with you. Like, actually speedrunning a game with you and exchanging, like, our notes, things we discovered, and have that kind of experience because we've been friends for a while, but to actually have the speedrunning the same game feeling was wonderful, honestly.
Yeah, that's Alone in the Dark, 2024.
Alone in the Dark.
We did the thing.
We did.
Thank you so much both for this amazing game, amazing race. You two were neck and neck the whole time and just incredible, immaculate vibes. Thank you both for being the amazing humans that you are.
Thank you. Yeah, I am AstridTheHorrorGirl, and I play horror games and I speedrun games. You can find me at twitch.tv/AstridTheHorrorGirl.
I'm BigScared. You can find me here on Twitch as BigScared, or in most places on the internet as either BigScared or I'm BigScared with no spaces or punctuation. You can find both me and Astrid over at the Clock Tower stream team, where we do a lot of speedrunning and horror talk. You can also find me over at Binary Breakers, which is a community for folks who are between, within, and outside of the gender non-binary. And if you want to know more, please feel free to reach out. Jay, where can we find you?
Oh! Oh my gosh. Well, you can find me in Binary Breakers. You can also find me on Twitter, also Jaypeg, and you can find me here later this week. Most importantly, I will be hosting again later this week on Saturday for a couple absolutely incredible runs. So I would love to have you all hanging out with me again for that.